Welcome to another edition of the Sundown series, where last week I forgot to mention that we had hit our last town in Ohio, which was Waverly, and now we will be hitting a new town in a new state this week, but that's okay because we are now out of Ohio and we are now in Oklahoma, where we are talking about this town named Ada, Ohio. Oklahoma. I'm still in Oklahoma myself. Ada, Oklahoma, and this is home of Blake Shelton, who many of you probably know is a well-known country singer. But anyway, let's get into it. Ada is a city in the county seat of Pontotoc County, Oklahoma, United States. The population was 16,810 at the 2010 census, an increase of 7.1% from the figure at 15,691 in 2000. The city was named for Ada Reed, the daughter of an early settler, and incorporated in 1901. Ada is home to East Central University and is the headquarters of the Chickasaw Nation. I was kind of figuring that, considering the name of this town sounded like it's something straight out, with Native Americans. Ada was originally a sundown town where African Americans were not allowed to live. In the 1900s, the town was opened up to African Americans so that black witnesses could stay while testifying in district court. Despite a violent episode in 1904, the town remained open to African Americans to provide labor for a local cotton compress. So basically, they only opened it up because I guess they needed the numbers for some odd reason, not because they really wanted to open it up. I already went through the demographics. Oh, well, also, let me add, in 2019, they did see an increase from 2010. Right now, their population is 17,235, which is a 2.5% increase from 2010. The racial makeup of the town is 73.81% white, 3.54% black, 15.10% Native American. So they have a very high Native American population there. 0.83% Asian, 0.1% Pacific Islander, 0.89% from other races, and 5.81% from two or more. Hispanics or Latinos of any race were 2.89% of the population. This is the highest non-white number I have seen for any town of any state that I've done so far. And it's also the highest amount of population I've seen so far for Native Americans, because usually Native Americans are way, 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 way low. So like I said, this place has a very high Native American count. 15% for Native Americans is very high, considering their numbers on a national scale are very low. And like I said, when I was reading or having trouble reading that first location that begins with a P that I almost called Potomac, I said that sounded like a Native American population area right there. And sure enough, 15.81%, that's a very high number for them. So they have a very decent sized Native American population out there, and they have a very low white population out there for considering 73.81%. When I saw the number was low for that, I said one of these non-white groups is high, but I wasn't sure which one it was, and it turns out it was the Native Americans. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. This concludes this edition of the Sundown series. If you've ever heard of this town before, or if you're a trucker and you've driven through this town, let me know what your experience was like, or if you, God forbid, if you even lived in this town. I'm not sure. You probably could be from there, or from, the state of Oklahoma. And y'all could probably tell me what that was like if you've ever driven through there, or if you had stayed there for whatever reason it may be. And with that being said, I will talk to you in the next one.